Walt Disney's Cinderella film taught me that a dream is a wish that your heart makes. And if that is true, the heart of Disney's wish is on life support. Hello, and welcome to my channel. I'm Lorena, the Reina Creole, bringing you that spice to sci-fi and pop culture analysis, and of course, keeping it real when it comes to theme parks. And in this video, I am finally able to give my review of the Disney movie Wish that just released in theaters. Is it a good family movie? Yes. Is it a good Disney movie? Not so much. And I'm going to get into exactly why that is. But before I do that, please do your girl a favor. Please do hit that subscribe button. And when you do, make sure you hit that notification bell so you can be notified when your girl has hot, fresh content for you to enjoy. So with that said, let's get on with my review. Now, for those of you who know, I actually went to the preview event for Wish. It was actually Saturday the 18th. Went to go see it. 25 minutes into seeing the film, all the power went out the mall. So I was only able to see 25 minutes of the film, but got a very good idea of the first act and my impressions. And you can actually see that live stream on my channel. Now, I went back to go see the film in its entirety. I got comped for my other ticket and saw the film all the way through. And I have to say, this is a film I've been looking forward to for quite some time and am still massively disappointed by this film because I expected Disney to do better and they sorely missed the mark. Well, first of all, let's talk about the things that I did like because I actually like some things in this film. Number one, I liked the character of Asha for two reasons. One, I love what she looks like. She's a biracial teen. She's got braids. She looks like me. For those of you who think representation is not important, it is not the only thing, but there's something powerful in seeing a character on screen that looks like you. I felt that way with The Princess and the Frog, and I felt that way about Asha when I saw her in this film. I do like that she is very headstrong. I do like that she is very much about protecting her family, about protecting others, and especially about protecting dreams and the love that she has for her mother, and especially the love that she has for her grandfather. I loved my late grandfather so much, so it just kind of brought tears to my eyes when I saw those portions in the film. So Disney put a lot of thought into the character of Asha, but I'll get into something else a little bit later with respect to her character. I liked how villainous King Magnifico was. He was unapologetically evil, and it's been a long time since we've seen a Disney villain actually be a true Disney villain. Like, dude went over to the dark side and he wasn't even trying to come back. So, gave me Maleficent vibes. I like that. So, kudos to Disney getting that particular character right as Well, another thing that I liked about this film is, and I don't know if they meant to do this on purpose, but this is the message that I got. And kudos to Disney for doing this, even if it was a roundabout way. This film showed the dangers of trading your liberty for what appears to be safety. You had the residents of Rosas when they got to be 18, just giving their wishes over to King Magnifico. And he will take that wish and perhaps in the future grant it, but not won't let you remember the loss of losing that wish. But in the meantime, hey, keeps you clothed, keep you fed, keep you protected in exchange for losing that part of yourself. Remember, from the Disney lore, a dream is a wish your heart makes. If you don't have that wish, it's in your heart and dreams are gone. So I do like how they incorporated that. And overall, I like the strength of the first act of the film. But that was where the wheel started falling off after the end of Act One. So let's get to the things that I did not like. Number one, I did not like how close these musical numbers were. You expect to have that first musical number in the beginning, that's expected, but we just got hit with musical numbers, probably with barely maybe 5 to 10 minutes in between, especially in the first act. It was just crazy. And then I guess by the end of the film, they kind of ran out, so they did a refrain of a previous the previous one of the previous tunes. It was just too much, too fast. When you go back to the classic Disney films like Princess and the Frog, I'll use that one as a prime example. The musical numbers are not only spread out, but they're in logical order. And they also serve to give exposition about the characters and just freaking catchy. I can't remember really the words of hardly any of these songs, except for "I Will Protect You," which was actually pretty darn good and the best freaking one that they had. Another beef that I have with the music is that it was too much like pop music without that much of a true grasp on the story. "I Will Protect You" is is a exception. That was a pop tune, but actually went very well. The rest of it, not so much. The animation in this, I thought it was maybe how things started out in the first act. I was willing to forgive that, but overall, the animation looks generic. It looks like cut scenes from a video game. It doesn't give you that magic of hand-drawn animation brought to, uh brought to life. Case in point, Princess and the Frog, that was hand-drawn, but still just looked amazing. With Wish, 90% of it, not that inspiring. The 10% of it that was, it's a shame that the rest of the movie couldn't look the same as that did. This movie relied too much on member berries, and I don't mean one here, and one cleverly disguised there. They were just everywhere, and about only maybe 10% of them had any real depth. The end credit bonus scene, that was wonderfully placed. The analogies that you could see between King Magnifico and, say, Maleficent from back in the day, that was done well. Having Peter Pan show up, Asha looking like the fairy godmother with the hood on, including the magic wand, which daggone it, looked almost dead to rights. What the fairy godmother is famous for having, and Magnifico being trapped in a mirror, like the magic mirror from Snow White. Just no, nah. No. And aside from Asha and Magnifico, there was no real character development or evolution. With Princess and the Frog, I remember all of Tiana's friends and associates. I don't remember any really of Asha's. None of them were really that interesting or really made an impression, or I really didn't even care to know what their names were. Then you have the dollar store Nintendo wishing star, and I say that because the star, as cute as it was, it looked too much like something out of Super Mario, video game. It's just way too close, and again, as cute as it is, the story could have worked without that, frankly, but that's where Disney decided to go. But it's things like that show, I guess, a lot of the shortcuts that Disney took to make this film, which is a real shame because I expected something that would be true to Walt Disney's legacy, and what we got was a shoddily put together film that falls far short of the gold standard that Disney animation was known for. And it's a shame that this has to happen when they have a protagonist who is of color. Think about that. All right, so you're probably wondering what my final rating is for this film. So out of 10, I would give this movie about a 5. Chris Pine's performance as Magnifico was wonderful. His crazy descent into madness, although his villain song, "This Is the Thanks I Get," is probably one of the lousiest villain tunes I've ever heard, but, he worked with it. Ariana DeBose, her voice is amazing. Wonderful job she did, as Asha. This is a great family movie, but it's not a great Disney movie. With Disney's 100th anniversary, Wish had a platform to usher in a new era of storytelling, to boldly go into a new era while remaining true to Walt Disney's animation roots. But unfortunately, the Disney company decided to serve us up with something half-baked and a story that is not only forgettable, but tragically falls short of what could have been. Audiences deserve Disney at their best, and this was nowhere near their best. Watch Princess and the Frog instead, and you'll know exactly what I mean. All right, so that's going to do it for this review of Disney's Wish, starring Ariana DeBose and Chris Pine. Let me know in the comments if you've seen this film. What were your impressions of it? Do you feel that it's a film that lives up to the legacy or basically the standard of Walt Disney animation films? Do you feel it was a great family film? Do you feel it was a great Disney film? It's okay to disagree with me. All opinions are relative. But seriously, I would love to hear what you have to say about this film. So, folks, if you got some value out of this, please do give this review a thumbs up. And also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. So, until next time, take care. Bye.